Yes, the last time I held the microphone was when it was the handed over program. I remember. That was about 2 months ago. Today, it is going to be used as a very important instrument in teaching. I go by the name Emmanuel Odamey, and I'm very, very happy. Should I say thrilled to really have this platform to be teaching you. This evening, we're going to look at a very important topic and the subject social studies. And as we all know that you have been missed, of course, but you have not really been missed since you are still here with us on this online classroom. We're going to look at the significance of some of the natural features of the earth. Let's take it slowly. Today, we are going to learn about the first topic in JHS3, which happens to be the old curriculum, the JHS syllabus. We're looking at the significance of some natural features of the earth. Let's see. Fine, let me change to the English. Because now, so who tell me, the tennis say, never be soon again. Never be soon be far. Niamara Koso, and yet, wow. That's how that's one for Wako. We have all been here for as long as 2020 years. We're going to learn about longitudes and latitudes. What are they? The topic said some of the natural features of the earth. We're going to look at the planetary systems, which entail the meteorites, the asteroids, the planets' bodies themselves, rotation, evolution, and other means which we don't even see with our own eyes. Don't forget, I'll leave a link on this same platform so that you can look at the prime meridian and other subdivisions, the latitudinal sections of the earth. And also, you look at for yourself, you look at your own time, the solar and lunar eclipses, how they do. Okay. Yes, Sheikh Medina said. Now the topic, as I said, whether you know it or not, the Earth is not the only planet, but it is the only one which helps to sustain human and other forms of living their lives. We're going to look at the very first subtopic under this major topic. Note something here. There is a word, some. So you are not going to learn all the natural features. No, you're looking at some. We're going to start from the start. What comes to mind when we use something that's long? You start here longer, So when we say longitudes, what are they? Latitudes, what are they? We are about to familiarize ourselves with these two phenomena. When we say longitudes, when I was a kid, I can't remember, I was very struggling with understanding latitude, what's horizontal and vertical. So this was what I did. Look here. I learned that vertical starts with V and horizontal starts with H. So, vertical, horizontal. That's all. So with that, whenever you say vertical, I know. Horizontally, I know. What are then the first of these two longitudes? By the term longitudes, we are looking at an imaginary. Let's take one after the other. When you say longitudes, they refer to imaginary vertical lines. What? When we say something is imaginary, it cannot be seen. Yes, but it's only by our imaginations. You can only think. Say your friends tell you that, oh, imagine that you are a snake. You know you can't be a snake now, but you can only imagine. So when we say longitudes are imaginary vertical lines that do link or connect the North Pole to the South Pole. People are saying poles. Yes, our Earth is spherical, as we know. It looks more like an egg. Although others consider them to be a bit like watermelons. Which my opinions are. You are not a scientist yet. Now listen, when we say longitudes, we are looking at imaginary vertical lines that connect the North Pole to the South Pole. I'll make a depiction here so that we see what I'm talking about. I know you are a bit surprised that, hey, this drawing, yes, I was not a technical student and can never be. So please don't judge me that much. This is my sphere. It's not a sphere, my sphere. When we say longitudes, we are looking at N for the north, S for the south. Notably, there are 4, I know, the cardinal points. But we have the North Pole here and the South, which I want you to explain longitudes. Now, these longitudes, they are actually lines that, as I said, imaginary vertical lines that connect the North Pole to the South. So let me make a small depiction of them. Certain assassin do a woman there assassin young planet 8 no. Your lines are good or young friend you them lines are no connect or the North Pole to the South. Lines here my daughter hey. Even to man who you had it. Yes, they are connecting the North Pole to the South. That means they have another name. They are called great cycles. Now, great cycles. When I say great cycles, what am I referring to? Great cycles are imaginary lines that divide the Earth into equal halves. You are saying, hey, sir, what about equator? I'll talk to you about that one later. But all the longitudes that we know about, they all divide the Earth into 2 equal halves. Now, let me put my great cycles here. So fact 1, great cycles are lines or longitudinal lines that divide the Earth into equal halves. Also, we have to take note that we have what we call meridians. The word meridians are not named for not great cycles, but a meridian is a half of a great cycle. When you look at the drawing here, we know that the circumference of a circle is 360 degrees. But from this drawing here, you can only see half of the whole circle. And if mathematically I'm right, half of 360 degrees is actually 180. So we have 180 degrees here. That's what we are seeing. With this 180 degrees depiction of the Earth, I have longitudinal lines or longitudes, which I said initially, that's what connects the North Pole to the South. They are called great circles because they do divide the Earth into 2 equal halves, all of them. So are meridians. Meridians are half of the great cycles. Now, what this means that all that you are seeing here are meridians, but we can't see what actually are at the back of this particular board. Now, let's learn something very important here. It's looking more like a baseball design, but you know what this is. Normally, we've learned that if we have 180, then definitely we have 90 up here, then 90 down here. So actually, longitudes, they are lines that go from 0 to 180 degrees. Will you say north and south? No. Rather, you say they are east and west. So they go east and west. Unlike latitudes, which go north and south. So take note, longitudes, they rather start from 0 to 180 degrees. There to the what? East and what? West. They are all the same, just that they don't lie on the same line. With longitudes, there is another important fact to also learn, that we have what we call the prime meridian. The prime meridian refers to longitude 0 degrees. Yes, something is missing by degree symbol. So, prime meridian or longitude 0 degrees is what we see here. Now, all these lines are actually from 0 to 180 degrees. So, from this 0, I can have 15 here, 30 here, 45, then it carries on up to the next. A beautiful picture of this will be left in your link so they can really see the pictures clearly. Not far from this are what we call latitudes. Latitudes are the opposite of longitudes. No one needs to tell you that. Now, when we say latitudes, these are horizontal, or let's take it one after the other. Latitudes are imaginary horizontal lines that connect or link the west pole to the east, or the east pole to the west. They are what are called latitudes. Take note that when we say latitudes, they are actually ranging from 0 to 90 degrees. Someone will say, why is it that longitudes link the north and the south, taking a coping sum of 0 to 180, whilst the latitudes are 0 to 90? Let's explain so that you really understand. Whenever you see a ball, the size of a ball, you can clearly testify that its width is quite broader, yes, than its height. So, if we should split this into two, you can see these divisions. When I open my arm, you can easily see that I have a very broad, not the stomach actually, but rather a broad arms. I have broad arms here. Now, if we are cutting into pieces, you have more from this side than up. Why? The reason is that we're looking at going from 0 to 90 degrees. So latitudes, as we can clearly define, they are imaginary horizontal lines that connect the west pole to the east pole. And let's not forget that they are horizontal. Let's look at the depiction. Is that looking like a big mango? Yes, what you see here is a depiction, my depiction of how latitudes are. Now, funnily enough, we can clearly see that there is the North Pole, the northernmost part of the Earth. We have the South Pole at the base. Now, from the drawing, we can see that the lines are not the same. They're not running equally. First ones are longitudes are running, whilst the latitudes are going laterally. So, from latitudes, they measure from 0 to 90 degrees. So how do they go about things? We have here the northernmost part is 0. You have 15, 30 degrees, 45, then to the continuation. So as they are moving, we can take note that these latitudes are a bit different from longitudes. So one of the things about latitude is that the only latitude which is actually a great cycle is the equator. The equator is the only latitudinal section that is clearly divided into two called halves, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So let's not forget, what are some of the clues on what we learned? But before then, let's quickly consider some of the latitudinal sections of the Earth. What I have here is the latitudinal section of the Earth. This means more than just a drawing. Let's look at an acronym that can help us to learn the latitudinal sections of the Earth. We have on the board Akan and Antcap. Imagine what they are. Relax. We know that we have the divisions of the Earth into two equal halves. We have north and then south. Let's not forget, with these depictions, we have another subdivision, which are latitudinal in form. They are what we call the latitudinal sections of the Earth. You'll find the link later on. Now we have the Arctic Circle. The first few letters stand for Arctic. So meaning that there's an Arctic Circle somewhere. But let's not rush. Let's remember that we have Odamey Munangasa, longitude 0 degrees, which is equally referred to as the prime meridian, and you learned that the only latitude that divided equal halves is actually called the equator. So we have the equator here. Now if this is the equator, line one here, on this line, then what do we have with the other lines? Yes, these lines mean a lot. We're going to look at the northernmost point of the Earth and the southernmost point. Now with the Arc stands for the Arctic Circle. So you can clearly say that the Arctic Circle is the northernmost point of the Earth, the North Pole. We have the Arctic Circle there. Now, what are the degrees? What are the divisions? We know that half of 180 degrees will be 90. So that means we have 90 degrees up the zero and then 90 degrees below. Now, let's remember that every circle is actually 66.5 degrees, whilst every tropic equates 23.5 degrees. Pardon me for my circle. Now, so beautifully here, we have the Arctic Circle. So, if it is a circle, then actually it is 66.5 degrees. What? North. Yes, that's clever. Now, what is a tropic? One will be asking. Tropic refers to an area around the equator. So, the areas around the equator are called tropics. We have two of them, one to the north and the other to the south. Now, my Moapo, the northern point, so that I can record that like 23.5 degrees this, what is this for here? Akan is a division of the circles and the tropic, and they all belong to the what? N. So N stands for what? North. Thank you for saying. Now, although I didn't hear it. Now, Arctic Circle. So Arctic Circle is 6.5 degrees from north. Once the entry in the shape, it's left between 3.5 degrees. That's the tropic. So we have the tropic of what? So tropic of, can you are saying Cancer? Cancer. Mountain look at correct. Yes. So it is tropic of Cancer. So we have latitude 25 degrees north called the what? The tropic of Cancer. Thankfully, we have to also write it here so that we don't lose sight. From there, should I leave you to do the rest? I can feel that you are ready for the next. Now, when ant, this ant is not the ant we're talking about, but it's another ant. It may be the ant of the ant. Who knows? Now, for now, let me play with the mind a bit. When ant, should it be a circle or a tropic? You are thinking. The first three are always circles. So ant is also an Antarctic circle. The spelling, people, please pay heed. Normally, students lose sight of the spelling. You just add ant to the Arctic circle. So don't forget your letter C, ever. So Antarctic circle is the name of the latitudinal section called 2010, 23. No, thank you for saying. It should rather be 66, yes, because it's a circle. So this correct latitudinal section will be 66.5 degrees what? South. Thank you. You just said it. I heard it. It's a spiritual feeling I'm having right now here. Now, let's look at the last one. You are looking at cap. So we have what here? Will it be Antarctic cap? No. Will it be a circle? No. You are saying it is a tropic, of course. So this part is the Tropic of Capricorn. So Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn actually is what we refer to as latitude 25 degrees south. Yes, latitude 25 degrees south. This brings us wonderfully to the very first session of our discussion. From the start, we looked at what longitudes are. We learned that they are imaginary vertical lines or horizontal. They are what? Yes, they are imaginary vertical lines which link the North Pole to the what? To the south. Admittedly, we also learned that they range from 0 to 180 degrees, what? East and west. That's good. Then from there, we also learned that they are all called race cycles. Race cycles, they are called because they divide into what? Hemispheres or halves. Aside that, we also learned from the beginning of the lesson that great cycles have halves. Half of a great cycle is called a meridian. So they are also called meridians. We moved from there to what latitudes are. We learned that latitudes are horizontally or imaginary horizontal lines which do what? Which links the east to the west pole. We learned that from the drawing we can easily find out or figure out that latitudes play a very important role. especially one special one. The only latitude or latitudinal section that divides it into equal halves is called the equator. We learned that, and that is on longitude 0 degrees. And to bring the lesson to a synopsis or to a closure, we can say that we've learned quite something. The latitudinal section, as I said, I'll leave the correct diagram in the link up below so that you can learn with ease. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening. Till we meet again. Adios.